Hey family, it's your North Side for Life sister Steph. Just thought I'd share a few thoughts. It's the holiday time. As much as we talk about joy and happiness during the holidays, it's not always like that for everyone. Sometimes you have to share family time with folks you don't necessarily get along with, who may not be the most pleasant. Like, for instance, Aunt Mary, who always got something to say about your weight loss or your weight gain or your size or your hair or your makeup or whatever. Aunt Mary always got something to say. Mind you, Aunt Mary has 0 teeth in her head, 3 strands of hair, and the hairline starts back way back here. And as much as you would like to zero in on those issues, it's not recommended. It's recommended that you say things like, Aunt Mary, that's hurtful. That hurts my feelings when you talk about my weight gain or my weight loss or changes or any kind of comments about my appearance. That's hurtful, Aunt Mary. Please don't say those things. That's what is recommended. What do you think? Does it feel good to just lay into somebody, just let them have it, or to come from more of a feelings perspective? We're all different. I'm not a real good at or quick, so I tend to feel better expressing that feeling. Whereas for years I just kind of held stuff in. So for me, it's healthier to say, this is how I feel. But that's me. It's also hard. Holidays are also hard for those of us, a lot of us, going through grief and loss issues. Loved ones that have passed on, that we have created memories with over the years. To not have them there can just feel devastating. I can remember when my dad passed. For 3 years, our whole family lost our identity. We didn't know who we were. At holiday times, we would just kind of be looking around at each other, just kind of not knowing what to do. We were like shell-shocked. My sister, at about year 4, my sister came up with a new tradition of a holiday fashion show and big party and gifts and games, and it was just a blast. It was a breath of fresh air. Our family really needed it. And we did that for a few years until COVID hit. And so we skipped a couple years, and we're back this year, back with some momentum. And I'm really, really excited about it, that new tradition. So my encouragement is to not to deny your grief, to experience and feel and express your grief. And as much as you may not feel like it, though, is to try to create new traditions, and whatever that looks like for you. What feels good for you is what I encourage. Also, family, I have the stupidest story. I'm really embarrassed. I really shouldn't tell it, but I can't help myself. I have no shame. Anyway, last week I was in Las Vegas for my birthday. And when I go, they give me food and beverage credits, and it's, it feels free, but it's not really free because you paid for it during your last trip. But anyway, nevertheless, I tend to order foods that I never order when I'm at home. I kind of go all out. And this time I ordered, for my birthday, the A5 Japanese Wagyu steak. Y'all, that was the most beautiful piece of meat I've ever experienced in my life. It was cooked perfectly. It felt good in my mouth. It had good flavor. It was so juicy. It was so tasty. And I was enjoying it in my room with a baked potato, and I realized my drink was across the room, and I got up to get my drink, and my knee hit the plate and knocked the steak on the floor. Normally, when food falls on the floor, I just pick it up and throw it away. This time, I must have stared at that steak, pondering how to fix the situation for about a minute. You know what I did? There is a kind of a drink sink in the living room, and I turned the water on scalding hot, and I washed my steak. I washed my steak off. And so after that, I inspected it, and then I ate it. And it was fresh freaking delicious. It was, I believe it was better than before I washed it. It was, oh my goodness. I'm so glad I washed that steak. I enjoyed every bite. Nothing went to waste. Judge me if you wish, but I enjoyed my steak and I enjoyed my birthday. Anyway, family, I love you. I hope you are feeling abundant and cared for and respected and safe. Take care.